What's going on, guys? OneEyedBandit back again with yet another video talking about more Dragon Ball FighterZ, and today we're going to be going over Go1's tier list that he recently put together. This is the brand new season 3.6, technically season tier list, 3.5 still, I don't know what you want to call it after the Gogeta patch and stuff like that, but this is the newest tier list we have from arguably the best Dragon Ball FighterZ player in the world. And honestly, he did a really good job at making this tier list and explaining the characters pretty good, and he actually did it in English, which is actually nuts. The fact that Go1 is even learning English is really dope, so go support that man. He is doing really well on his YouTube space. Thumbnail game is awesome and everything, but I wanted to go over this and kind of give my thoughts over it and tell you guys what I agree with and obviously don't agree with. But here we go. Let's say number one, he has Gotenks at the top for sure, easily, and it totally makes sense. To me, this character has always been good. This character has always been really good, and I think it took, to me, for Kazunoko to continually play this character for people to realize that he has always had Ghost Oki. He used to have, you know, overhead, because his 5L in the air used to hit overhead each time. You would have to block that high. Obviously now that's not a thing, but these are things that I'm saying in the past, but now it's still really good. He has top tier damage, especially with his new re-jumps that he got in the recent 3.5 patch. They made this character really good, and he's there's nothing else to really say about the character. Dude he's number one for sure. But then he has UI Goku, Baby Vegeta, and then Z Broly and Master Roshi. These are the top 5 characters in the game to Go1. Now, I want to say, obviously UI Goku is easy. His nerfs were tough, but they weren't enough to completely break the character in half, like what feels like they did to GT Goku. Them taking away GT Goku's Spirit Bomb Oki was like detrimental to the character. Obviously not many people played him as much, but you know, he's still pretty decent. It's just that UI Goku, he still has everything he's had. It's just, you know, they took away all of the BS that he had. Obviously, when he 2H's now, you can punish it. You can backdash things like his EX counter move. Like, that thing it's no longer insanely snapped, of course. And even his DP, they didn't make it a DP anymore. Now it's just head invul. They nerfed his unrestrained will wake up option, which is what everybody I feel like wanted. You know, the character is pretty solid now, but he's not completely broken, which makes him still number 2 because he was number 1. Just those simple nerfs allowed him to be in this spot. Baby Vegeta is a very interesting one. Now, I didn't really play this character. I wasn't really feeling him, but he has top tier neutral. Totally understand. For a person with really good neutral, I understand why they would have this character where they do. And Go1 is one of those people that has the best neutral in Dragon Ball FighterZ. His eye for things is ridiculous. So understanding why he would put Baby Vegeta where he does it makes sense. I also think having a really good assist allows for characters to be put in a certain spot in tier list, because Baby Vegeta's B assist is amazing, right? Bardock B, if you all remember that, it was crazy. It had tracking on the ground, obviously, and allowed for just ridiculous things before it got nerfed. And that kept Bardock in a different class still. At some point around season 3, people were calling Bardock, you know, lower tier, or not even lower tier. They were just, his fall off was starting to finally happen after being top tier for so long, but that assist held him in place. Of course, when they took away and nerfed that assist, he started to fall. And I mean, he's still really good. He still has really great options, which is why Go1 still has him in S+, and it's totally understandable. Bardock is still amazing. He just doesn't have as many tools as many other characters are getting. But Baby, I totally understand why he has him there. I personally would still move and swap, or I don't even know where I would put Baby. If if this tier list is truly ordered, it's crazy. But I'd put Broly, Z Broly, at number 2 in my personal opinion, or 3, because he still is, to me, the best zoner in the game. Those ki blasts cannot be beaten. His armor, everything. The character is stupid, man. Master Roshi is probably the wildest one, and that's the reason I want to say this tier list can be so controversial for so many people, is because where his placement of Master Roshi is, and it's totally understandable. But I want to say, don't write him off too easily, because not many people play Master Roshi, so can they really say if the character is good or not? I understand not having Super Dash is a huge detriment to a character, but this guy pretty much has a plus on block Super Dash, if you want to call it that. Command grabs galore. This character has pretty decent options, and I don't know, I'm not gonna say he's like super top tier like Goichi does, but I don't think Master Roshi is low tier by any means. Base Vegeta, everybody should know how I feel about that character. Think he's really good. My thing with Base Vegeta though is, if you're gonna put Base Vegeta in a tier list, I think you should put Blue Goku right before or right after him, because I feel like those are almost exactly the same character. I think Blue Goku actually has a little bit better things, if I'm being honest, but that's just me. He has the better EX side switch. He has loops all the same, probably more damage. I understand Base Vegeta might have the better mix, but Blue Goku is right there with him. But yeah, all in all, this tier list is not bad by all means. I think he put Gogeta in a really good spot, as well as a new character that has just come out. I think Gogeta, the talk of the town was, is this character snapped? And I've always said no. I think his level 7, yes, is easy to get, but you're not going to be getting that every single game unless your opponent is just not that good. The character is very lacking in neutral. All you have to do is keep him out and keep him grounded, and you're good. Like, it's not that hard to outzone Gogeta, because he can hardly get in, and once he finally gets fed up and tries to super dash you, of course, all you gotta do is 2H that man. Just, Gogeta is really good, but I don't think he's insane, and that's the thing. I think Goichi has him in probably the perfect spot. If we're talking about just S tier characters, I think Goichi definitely got this portion of S tier characters right. Now, the interesting thing here is that he has the bottom 3 characters as Goku Black, Super Saiyan Goku, as well as Zamasu. I don't think there's truly any argument there. Super Saiyan Goku's 2M still being as slow as it is just, it sucks. Zamasu, we all know his problems, and same with Goku Black. Interesting that he doesn't have Videl among those bottom tier characters. Obviously, she still is bottom tier without having that true reflect. I think the character can be really sick with the right assist around her, but you know, all in all, I think we've touched all the characters that truly needed to be talked about. Interesting that he doesn't have Kid Buu higher, considering Kid Buu is still really good. Crazy that he has Vegito where he does, and I think it's dope that he still thinks highly of Kefla as well. Captain Ginyu is a wild card in my opinion. It takes you being good with the character for the character to be really good. Android 21 is definitely a high tier character. He definitely plays every character on the cast, and just watching his YouTube videos, you should see that. And I understand why the best player in the game would put these characters where they are placed, and that is my final thoughts on Goichi's tier list. But all in all, what do you guys think about Goichi's new tier list? Do you think it's cap? Do you like it? Do you hate it? What all down in the comment section below? Let me know, please. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please remember that God and anime are always on your side. Please come join the Bandit Army. That's all I got for you. Peace out.